Great rise and beautiful beings, great rise and beautiful beings. This is revereskye, revereskye's essence. So let's talk about it. Do you know if I ever have children, which I'm not, I would never bring a child to this plane of existence, not even by mistake. And I mean never. But just so happen, let's say for instance, if I did give life to the planet or this realm, I would never let them watch TV or entertainment, social media, none of it. And I'm going to explain why. Programming is real. Programming is real. When you think about Jesus or God, you picture a white man. When you picture a boss or a leader, you picture a white man. If you picture a woman getting out the bathtub and putting a towel around her or dripping wet, you picture a white woman. If you picture a baby crying, you picture a white baby. I don't trust nobody in the industry. Nobody. Let me hip you to something. Until they come up with melanated networks, real melanated indigenous networks that represent us in our highest form, our highest reality. Remember when that, I don't know, is it Stacey Abrams? Whoever the lady is that wanted to run for governor in Atlanta, or Georgia, that is, governor. That's of the whole state. The website, I shared this. The website had Asian heritage, Spanish or Latino heritage, but they had the black man and the black woman separate. They will not help the nucleus black family. They will not empower the black family. And I just been reflecting. I'm like, when you literally hear the little Angie Stone story about the death, which I don't feel like she's dead yet. Not passed over, not dead yet. If you don't see a dead body, if you can't pull up the autopsy report and all that, if you don't know who the coroner is and all that, like, stay out of that shit, okay? Just stay out of it. I don't know why my spirit just said asphyxiation. I gotta look that up. Okay, so imagine you a pregnant woman and you got the sexiest man on the planet, a sex symbol, and you a pregnant woman and you a singer, you're an R&B soul singer, and you're not allowed to be with your baby daddy in the Grammys or at award shows. He got to be with a model. Listen to how sadistic that is. Here you got a sex symbol. Brown sugar, baby. You know what I mean? I'm like, and you're not allowed to be with your pregnant baby mama at any award show. You got to take a model with you. Y'all don't understand how deep this programming runs. And you wonder why they don't monetize me. Hell no, they're not going to monetize me because, don't get me wrong, I love money. But I'm definitely not for the fame or the fortune. Okay? Trust and believe that. Like I say, I can have money in private. I don't need nobody worshiping me for me to enjoy my money. So, the industry is so warped that it has to paint a specific picture so that the common folks believe a certain narrative. And it's to the point now I just don't even want to digest or receive any of it no more. You know, I already said it's so sadistic that they're playing theatrics in your subconscious. See, if you have a working pineal gland, if you have a working medulla oblongata, if you have a working cerebral cortex, you can close your eyes and see images instantaneously. So imagine them using smartphones and devices to stream video after video after video in your subconscious so that you can't stay connected to source or God. Say it again, revereskye. Imagine them, and remember, this is for entertainment purposes. This is allegedly, and I got some entertainment for their ass. See, they done shadow ban me forever, but I'm about to get them the entertainment they want from a true divine oracle. They about to get it all. They about to get every last bit of it. Every last bit of it. They want entertainment. I'm about to get a motherfucking ratchet ass entertainment with a possibility of motherfucking truth. They about to get it all. I'm gonna work this motherfucking magic on a whole nother motherfucking level. Watch and see. See, I sat back and I just wanted to be realistic in my own world. But oh no, they don't support those scenarios. They don't support those agendas. They don't support that lifestyle. So now I'm about to get them the entertainment they want. But guess what? It comes with a little bit of salted truth at all angles, at all perspectives. Now, and we starting from adolescent. I'm gonna break that shit down all the way from an adolescent, all the way from a young 12-year-old teenager, 14, 15, 16. I'm gonna break that shit down, how that shit really go down in this world. All the way from what they promote on TV. I'm about to just lay it down like a fucking branched out megalithic tree timeline in an entertaining way. Okay? Because obviously I wasn't doing enough. So now I'm about to get them the motherfucking entertainment they want. Imagine you pregnant. Me, look at me, a big girl, got a gap in my teeth, short haircut. I'm pregnant by the most sexiest man on the planet. And I can't even support him at the award show because I'm not what they want it to be. And think about it. Think about why you choose who you choose. You don't choose who you choose in life because that's what you desire. You choose what you choose in life because they done programmed your ass that is ideal. That's what you need. So, again, like I say, if I ever have children, there will never be a TV in my house. Never. Because the only God and the only person that child gonna know first is me and its father. Them the only ones it's gonna know first. It's going to know the structure of the family and the household of the family before it establish any connection with anything else. It's going to understand its village, its tribe, its community before it branch out. See, because there's a natural common law that overrides any government. There is a natural common law that overrides any government. So if your government who's trying to govern your mental is trying to brainwash you and turn your youth and your children against your hierarchy, you have a right to stand up against it. Your community and the people come first. The community and the people come first. Civilization comes first. You warp civilization, then you have no structure. You only have the matrix that you're trying to build inside of a matrix. You're trying to build a matrix inside of a God's matrix. So yeah, shit out here real disrespectful. It's so bad. People would rather have surrogate mothers so they don't ruin their bodies. So they could be this perfect person on stage forever. You got so many misleading genders and roles in the industry. It's ridiculous. And not only that, women really don't want no down low man. Women really don't want no undercover brother. Women want straight men. Leaders. Omegas. Alphas. Women do not seek curious men. Women seek men of honor. And then think about it. They're literally programming a straightforward man to not express his territorial skills. You don't think that's crazy? Like he's not allowed to show his guerrilla warfare tactics? You don't think that's strange? A man that's supposed to be territorial. Do you see the bears? Let a bear be in heat. Or let it be the season to mate. That damn bear in that area gonna fight every bear in the area. Like thousands of acres, miles, territorial. And men around here not, the only territorial thing they know is drugs, war, gangs. They don't know nothing about territorial with family, wife, and child. Unless there's some lies or deception. But when it comes down to procreating and mating, and they don't know nothing about territory. People should be tired of being deceived. People should be tired of allowing their children to be raised by mass media. Now they should be tired of their children being raised by social media. Especially when they're trying to mold and shape you to desire certain things. Certain things that turn you against your own people. So I'm over it. Just know, if I ever have children, they're not going to be entertained by none of this bullshit. You should be tired of seeing your kind dating outside of their race. You should be tired of it. And like I said, when you envision a sexy man on the beach, what you envision? A white man. When you envision a woman diving into the water and lifting up out the water, white woman. Do you know what it takes to psychologically unprogram yourself from that? You know, it was so bad. I got a video about 4 or 5 years back where I was saying it took me so long to unprogram my mind to see a black angel, to even see a black woman, a black spiritual woman, like an element, like Guadalupe or Pele, Pocahontas. Like, it took so much for me to have a breakthrough for a melanated woman to show up in my mind. A black man was able to show up in my mind, but it was very hard on a spiritual divine connection to see a black woman. Do you know how deep down in the rabbit hole and what channels in my brain I had to unblock to get that breakthrough? Yeah, this programming is wicked. Beyond wicked. It's sadistic. Like, I remember Aaliyah when they say she died in that plane crash. And it was word on the street that her mother went to talk to a spiritualist and they said she wasn't dead yet. They were still ciphering her energy. See, just because they kill off your image, it doesn't mean that you're physically separated from your body. Hold on, let me turn some heat on. It doesn't mean you're spiritually separated from your body. Just because they kill off your image don't mean that you've perished. They just killed off your image to the world, to civilization. But you could still be somewhere in a dungeon or a tunnel, some hideout place, on some spaceship on the moon, still living. That's what people fail to realize. Until you see the dead fucking body, the dead fucking corpse, the coroner, and the people who inspected the body, that motherfucker's still living. I'm gonna hip you to something else. This how sadistic I think the industry is. I mean, straight up sadistic. They will. Remember, Dave Chappelle said, somebody told him, by the time you make it home, we will have the whole world thinking you crazy, insane, and going to Africa. Some bullshit, right? Same goes for anybody in the industry that they kill their image. They somewhere sitting and looking at all the bullshit people are saying about them. And by the time that shit die down, that's probably their true death. Say it again, revereskye. They probably somewhere in a chamber, probably ain't even in a chamber, in a hotel. You know how motherfuckers can move, their eyes can move and everything, but their body paralyzed. And they're looking at all they fans, all the news, all that shit cycle. This how sadistic them motherfuckers is, I'm telling you. They watch they fans, they watch how the charts and their music go up, they watch how all the money rolling in. And then when that shit die down, that's when the motherfuckers die. I'm telling you, it's something about it. It's something about it. But I don't know if it was a video. I gotta look through my history. So this Angie Stone character, I think she was talking to her son. She was in the front seat, and he kept talking about, well, you gotta die one day. You gotta die one day. And it was like she was trying to explain, but you're supposed to leave enough material on the planet so that you live forever, right? But the way, whoever that guy was in that front seat, the way he was saying that shit, he was saying that shit like he was tired of her. Like it was time for her to go. I'm telling you, I didn't take another way. Whoever that guy was in the front seat when she was talking. See, she real calm and she real nice. You could tell. You could tell. Because if somebody would have kept saying that to me, I would have been like, what you trying to insinuate? What you trying to say? You know what I mean? He kept saying, well, you got to die someday. And she was like, why is you explaining a person dying someday? I'm talking about leaving a legacy behind, leaving memories behind, leaving music that will last forever. You know, that's what she was talking about. But he was strictly, solely talking about somebody physically perishing. Like he was fixated on her physically perishing. And all she was talking about was leaving a legacy behind. Yep, that was strange. That was really strange. I think it was her son. I'm not sure. And remember, all this is allegedly and for strictly entertainment purposes. Not only that, her staph infection. And I was curious about that. See, I don't follow celebrities like that, especially their lives. No. I knew her symptoms was shortness of breath. She was about to pass out. But usually that's not a staph infection. A staph infection shows some type of symptoms on the tongue, the skin. You know what I mean? She had a blood infection. And I'm like, that was the only thing, that was her only problem, shortness of breath. Like, I'm trying to figure out why she didn't have no other type of symptoms other than shortness of breath. And not only that, a lot of people ain't paid attention to this part. She said, and I'm telling you, nobody has explained this. She said she was supposed to go on a trip and do a show. And she was so excited because she said the room was paid for, the flight was paid for, everything. All I had to do was go perform and get paid. And as she was saying that, all I could think about was Pimp C. Pimp C from the South. And he goes out to California and dies. Okay. So whatever happened to her, she had got sick too fast. Whatever they did, she had got sick too fast. So she got hospitalized, right? She got hospitalized. When in fact, whatever they did to her happened so fast that she couldn't make it to where they wanted her to be. See, she was supposed to die before the car accident. She was supposed to die before the car accident because that's why she got hospitalized. And the trip she was supposed to take to perform, everything was paid for. And usually all these people that die in the industry, they're people that ain't really making much money and they got a gig. And when they go do the gig, they end up dying and they end up going somewhere abnormal. A lot of them die in California. Like Pimp C, he probably wasn't making too much money at the time. And he went out there for a gig, all inclusive, everything paid for, hotel paid for, flight paid for, but you never actually do the gig. See what I'm saying? So whatever hospitalized her stopped her from going to this all-inclusive, everything paid for gig. See, people not tying that up because she said it. She was so happy when she said it. She said everything was paid for. The hotel, the car, the flight. All I had to do was show up, but I got sick. So whatever she was supposed to be sick from kicked in too fast. And another thing, how can you be injected with a dirty needle when the doctor come in the room or the nurse come in the room? You see them pull the needle out the clean pack, out of the sanitized pack. So how the hell you get injected with a dirty needle? They don't come in there with a needle already out of a pack. They open the sterilized pack and get the needle out of it and draw your blood or inject you with whatever they need to inject you with. You don't too much see needles already out the pack. They're usually in a sterilized pack and they have to unseal that pack. So that's strange too. And it's just something to think about. And if you do the research, a lot of people deaths are induced. Say it again, revereskye. A lot of people deaths are induced. So for her to supposedly get a staph infection, was it induced or was it natural? Another thing, you got to be careful in metropolis cities, because let's say you're on a subway, on a crowded subway, and somebody just come up and stick you with a needle. Let's say you're in a crowded airport and somebody just come up and stick you with a needle. The needle probably don't even have nothing in it. The needle just dirty. Something to think about. It's something to think about. All I know is it ain't worth it having children and allowing mass media to raise them, allowing social media to raise them. It ain't worth it. The only people your children need to know from birth to 10 years old is you and your family and your tribe and your community. And maybe after 10 years old, you can allow them to interact with society. But they need to understand the human anatomy, the human body, how to survive, how to live, how to structure their life, how to grow fruits and vegetables. And after they learn all that, then they could go out into the real world and start seeing what other people are doing. So that we have unearthed the magic, the truth will definitely set you free. Mwah.